everyone, my name is Shannon and welcome to your stay-at-home chair yoga class. So for today's class, all we really need is a chair without arms and a back that's high enough just to support the back of your body. I like to use a mat, so if you have one, I place a mat underneath my chair, making sure that at least a couple of the feet are on the mat, or you can practice at home on a rug as long as that chair is not sliding forward and it's nice and stable. So we will begin in the seated shavasana. So coming down, taking any last minute movements, any last minute adjustments that you need, just to find that nice comfortable spot on your chair where you can allow your body to become heavy. Closing your eyes. Just notice the soles of your feet in contact with the earth below. The backs of your thighs, your hips, and your buttocks melting down into the seat of the chair. Inhale your shoulders up. And exhale as the shoulders slide down your back and the shoulder blades and upper back are supported by the back of the chair. The tops of your hands are resting heavily in your lap. Palms facing up towards the ceiling. Just allowing the muscles in your face to soften, your brow to relax. And just begin to connect with your breath for the very first time today. Just watch and observe it as it enters in through your nose, as it moves through your body, and it exits back out through your nose once again. Gentle inhales and exhales. And notice on the inhale, the front of the body opening up, creating space. And on the exhale, breath moves down the back of your body as your muscles soften, your bones become heavy, and you sink and surrender into the seat of the chair and the earth below. Taking 3 more full breaths. And on the exhale, feel your body soften even more. And just slowly begin to introduce some movement back into your body. Wiggling fingers and toes. Maybe circling your wrists in one direction and then the other. And keeping your eyes closed if that feels good. And then extending one leg, circling your ankle in one direction. And then the other. Placing that sole of foot down, extending your other leg again, making circles with your ankle. Bringing that sole of foot down, maybe gently turning your head from side to side as far as is comfortable for you. And then bringing your head back to center, perhaps opening your eyes. And we're going to move into a seated Tadasana. So bringing your hips and sit bones up to the edge of your seat. Your feet are hip distance apart, your toes are facing forward. Inhale, shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, release them back down, shoulder blades melting down your back. Your chest is nice and wide. Pushing into your heels, engaging your quads, drawing that navel towards your spine. Feel that core engagement here. Taking 2 breaths here. Tucking that chin slightly, bringing those ears over your shoulders. And then releasing the pressure in your heels and your quads, but knowing throughout our practice today, we're going to draw that navel, that belly button towards the back of your spine. Keeping your core nice and engaged, it's going to protect your lower back. It's going to help you sitting up nice and tall. So we're going to move through a few rounds of cow and cat. Inhale, shoulder blades draw back, head, heart forward, coming into cow. And on the exhale, rounding through that upper back, coming into cat, looking towards your belly as that chin tucks slightly. Inhale, head, heart forward. Exhale, coming into cat, really round through the upper back. Push that space between your shoulder blades behind you towards the back of the chair. One more round here with your own breath, at your own pace. Hips and sit bones remain grounded. Push into those hands, coming into your last cat, really flossing through that spine. And then coming back to sit facing forward here. You're going to interlace your fingers behind the back of your head and just allow your skull to be supported by the back of your hands. You're not pushing with your hands, you're just allowing the back of your head to be supported. On the inhale, elbows draw away, chest is nice and wide. And on the exhale, elbows come together, tucking that chin slightly, bowing that head, looking towards your belly. Again, not pushing on your head, just allowing it to weigh down. Inhale, elbows draw away, heart shining forward. Exhale, bowing that head. Feeling that nice stretch in the back of your neck. One more time. Inhale, chest is nice and wide. Exhale, maybe drawing that chin a little bit closer to that chest. Coming back, releasing your hands, and moving through two arm sweeps here. Sitting up nice and tall. Core engagement again. Inhale, arms sweep. Palms touch. Exhale, arms sweep down, palms come down. Move slowly and mindfully here. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, lengthen and reach through crown of head and fingertips. Exhale, fingers spread nice and wide. Arms, palms sweep down. Two arm flows here. On the inhale, arms sweep up, palms touch, look up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms out to a T, spread those fingers nice and wide. And exhale, arms sweeping down, palms down. One more time. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, bringing that energy down to heart center. Inhale, arms out, chest wide. And exhale, arms sweeping down. Nice. Inhale, arms sweep up, moving into a seated twist. On the exhale, gently twisting to the right, bringing that right arm to the back of the chair. Left hand outside of that right thigh. Inhale, lengthen, reaching through crown of head. Exhale, seated twist over to the right, only moving as far as you're comfortable. One more breath here, staying as you are. Or on the exhale, maybe looking over that right shoulder, a little bit behind the chair. Inhale, arms sweep up, come back to center. Seated twist on the other side. Gently twisting over to the left. Left hand to back of the chair. Right hand outside of that left thigh. Inhale, lengthen, reaching crown of head upwards. Exhale, seated twist over to left shoulder a little bit behind the chair. Inhale, arms sweep up, palms touch, look up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Nice, bringing them down. We're going to move through some leg lifts here. So the key to this pose is to make sure that whatever foot remains on the ground, you're going to push into it. That's going to keep us sitting up nice and tall, a nice tall spine to protect our backs, okay? Keeping one hand on your belly, again, just to remind us to engage our core, draw that navel towards the back of your spine. Hand can rest in your lap. Inhale, right knee comes in, push into that left foot on the ground. Exhale, right leg extends, toes flex towards your nose. And you might notice some shaking, and that's okay. Moving slowly and mindfully here. Inhale, right knee draws in. Exhale, foot comes down. Moving to the other side. Inhale, left knee draws in. Push into that right foot, nice tall spine. Exhale, leg extends, toes flex towards your nose. Inhale, left knee comes in, and foot comes down. One more time on each side. Inhale, right knee in. Exhale, extend. See if you can slow it down a little bit more with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, foot comes down. Very good. One more side. Inhale. Nice and tall, push into that right foot. Exhale, finding length. Flex those toes. Inhale. And exhale, foot comes down. We're going to heel toe our feet so they're wider than chair or hip distance apart, and have your toes point out slightly. Again, just make sure you are sitting on the edge of your seat, hips and sit bones on the edge of your seat, sitting up really nice and tall. Now your hands can rest in your lap, but we're not using our hands to propel ourselves around, so you're going to come up on your fingertips just lightly. All your movement is coming from your core and your obliques. So you're just going to move in a clockwise direction, keeping your hips and sit bones grounded at all times, making small circles in a clockwise direction at first, just starting to warm up our hips, working our core. And then gradually, if you feel ready, you can begin to make larger circles, maybe even closing your eyes and envisioning those circles. Two more circles in this direction. Again, making sure both hips and sit bones remain grounded. And when you're ready, you're going to move in the opposite direction. Again, start off with small circles. And gradually make those circles larger. Two more in this direction. And then heel toe your feet, coming back to hip distance apart. And we're going to come up to a stand safely together. Two ways to do this. Toes are facing forward, ankles are directly below your knees. You're going to hinge forward from your hips and just feel the seat of your chair. You're not pushing into the chair, you're letting your legs do all the work. So you're going to push into your heels, engage your legs, and without moving your feet, you're going to come up to a stand. And sometimes this takes practice, and that's okay. If that's not where you are today, what I want you to do is turn on the seat of your chair, place your hand on the back of the chair, the other hand can be on the chair in your lap, and just push up and allow the back of the chair to help you come up safe. We're going to come and stand behind our chair now. We're just going to do some standing poses. So take a step back from your chair. Feet are hip distance apart. And on the inhale, you're just going to come up on your toes. And the exhale, heels come down. Standing up nice and tall. Inhale, up on those toes. Exhale, heels come down. One more time. Inhale, see if you can come up higher. And exhale, heels down. Maybe even lift up your toes, wiggle them, spread them, and then place them back down onto the mat. Coming into warrior one behind our chair. You're going to step your right foot back so it's on a 45-degree angle, and my toes are pointing to the top right corner of my mat or to the back right leg of my chair. So I need to step my foot out just slightly, and what I want to do is make sure that my hips are both centered off to the back of the chair. That left hip is back, that right hip is forward. So sometimes it means you have to step that foot out just a bit. Just depends on how you're built. Just take time to set up. Bend into that front knee, making sure you can see those toes. Maybe draw that chair and have both of your hands on the back of the chair to begin. And I really want you to feel both of your feet pressing into the earth, that pada bandha, that foot lock. Feel very stable and grounded here. You can stay here with your hands on the chair. You can extend one arm up, reaching those fingertips up towards the ceiling. Or if you feel really balanced here, you want to come up on your fingertips to test it out and maybe extend your other arm up. And if both of your arms up, you're going to draw those pinky fingers towards one another. Shoulder blades slide down your back, knitting those ribs together for that core engagement. And staying here for 2 more breaths. And knowing you can always have a hand or both hands down on the chair. Placing both of your hands on the back of the chair, we're going to come into Parsvottanasana or pyramid pose. So on the inhale, you're going to straighten that left leg. Again, making sure that that left hip is back, right hip is forward, hips are centered off to the back of the chair. Maybe sliding that chair in front of you a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips, just bringing that head and chest towards the back of the chair. And breathing here for a moment. You're going to feel this in the back of this left hamstring. And staying here for the next 3 breaths, or if your body's inviting you to go deeper, gently slide that chair in front of you a little bit. Inhale, lengthen, feel as though you're reaching through the crown of your head. Exhale, bringing your hands down to the seat of the chair and allowing that chest to slowly release towards that left thigh. Gaze can be at those left toes. And stay where you are comfortable. Listen to your body. Honor how your body feels today. So if your hands are on the back of the chair and you're up here today, perfectly okay. That's where you need to be. So if your hands are on the seat of the chair, slowly bring them up to the back of the chair. And we're going to hinge back up, drawing that chair towards you, bend into that left knee, just for a moment, and then step that right foot forward and give yourself a shake. We're going to come into that same sequence on the other side. After you shake, we're going to step that left foot back, warrior one. And again, now your toes are pointing to the top left corner of the mat or the back left leg of the chair, and set up here. Again, both of your hips need to be facing towards the chair. Right hip back, left hip forward. Bend into that front knee. Can you see your toes? You want to be able to see your toes. Just see where you are on this side. Begin with both of your hands in the chair. Again, feeling both soles of feet pressing into the earth. Maybe one arm extends, reaching those fingertips. Maybe both. And drawing your pinky fingers towards one another. Knitting those ribs together. One more breath here in warrior one. Placing your hands on the back of the chair, coming into Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose on this side. Inhale, that right leg straightens. Keeping your feet as they are. Again, right hip back, left hip forward, hips centered off. Inhale, lengthen, reach through crown of head. Exhale, hinging forward from the hips, bringing that chest and head a little bit closer to the back of the chair. And checking in here. Staying here for the next 3 breaths, or perhaps your hands come to the seat of the chair as your chest slowly melts down towards your right thigh. One more breath. Hands come up to the back of the chair. Slowly bend into that right knee. Step that left foot forward. Give yourself a nice little shake. And we're going to turn our chair around so the seat of the chair is facing us. We're going to come into a downward dog on the chair together today. So I want you to place your hands shoulder width apart on the seat of the chair, pushing into both heels of hands, all 10 knuckles and fingers. Your fingers are spread really nice and wide. Arms are straightened, nice and engaged as you walk your feet back, bringing your chest parallel to the mat or the earth below. Your feet are hip distance apart, and you can bend your knees as much as you need to take it out of your back. If you have lower back issues, that's perfectly okay. If you'd like to come further into this pose, bending your knees on the inhale, straightening your legs, bringing your hips and buttocks out towards the ceiling or a little bit more behind you. Melting those armpits towards the mat. And feeling the weight into the back of your legs and out of your arms. One more breath here, and again, know you can bend your knees as much as you'd like to. And when you're ready, you're going to slowly walk your feet up towards your hands, turning the chair, and coming back to end class together in a nice seated shavasana. So standing in front of your chair, feet hip distance apart, bending your knees, placing your hands in the seat of the chair just so you know where it is, and then releasing into the chair. And again, taking any last minute movements, any last minute adjustments, just to allow your body to become heavy once again and to settle in to the support of the chair and earth below. Gentle inhales and exhales, in and out of your nose. And just allow your mind to become quiet and your body to become still. On the inhale, breathing in relaxation. And on the exhale, breathe out any tension. Breathing in relaxation. Breathing out tension. I thank you so very much for allowing me to guide you through your practice. May you have a wonderful rest of your day. And until we meet again on our chair.